Hello, everybody. I'm back. Yeah, that was quite a shift swap around anyway. But welcome back to the Dugout Football channel. Yeah, I'll try that again. Welcome back to the Dugout Football channel. Welcome to the Merseyside Derby preview. Probably one of the biggest Merseyside derbies that I can remember, especially with both teams having different seasons. And to join me, I have the lovely Tom May from sunny Greece. How are you, Tom?
Thank you very much. Very good over here. Let's just put it this way. We've just had a nice Good Friday, so we've had a couple of oozos, a couple of beers to celebrate that, and I'm happy to be on the show. Thank you very much.
It's an absolute pleasure. Absolute pleasure. Gary Richards is in saying hi all, and apparently keep your eye on Mbappe. That is not a done deal yet. Well, I don't think Mbappe's coming to Liverpool anyway. But we're not here to talk about Everton. We're not here to talk about Mbappe. We are here to talk about the Merseyside Derby. Yeah, your season so far, let's just say it's not been the best. You're 17th, 8 wins, 5 draws, 18 defeats. You're 1 point off the relegation zone. At the start of the season, what did you think your expectations were?
You know what? I'm going to put it in hindsight. I thought, 4 wins on the bounce. I thought, you know what? Benitez, I was like, we have to remember Benitez was the manager at the start. I was like, he's done well. He's got 4 wins. And after that, it just seemed to go downhill. But you have to remember, it's not his fault. It is injuries after one, after the other. So it's, personally, I think if you had a full fit squad, it probably might have done better. But after results, you have to remember, results count for everything, regardless if it is injuries. And, I'm sorry, but for me, I think he had to go. I think it was the right thing. And I felt sorry for him because he probably was the right man.
Yeah, I think when he was appointed, like a lot of people were surprised. A lot of people were surprised. I think the other thing as well, it was always probably going to be his last job anyway. Have a good job, try and do well at Everton, and then go off and retire with his wife, and obviously being the world where he has been for most of his life since obviously coming to Liverpool. But yeah, you started really, really well, and I thought at the time it was actually good business. You signing Damari Gray, Asmir Begovic, and Andros Townsend. I thought that was very, very good business.
No, that's true. It is true because Damari Gray cost us 1.5 million. Damari, and we got a couple of freebies like Townsend, and at the beginning of the season we were quite comfortable because we had a set squad. There was only 1 or 2 people that went. Like Rodriguez went, which, to be fair, he was probably our most creative player, regardless if he played 10 games or many more. But he was the man that set up everything. He was the one that feeded the balls into Calvert-Lewin and Richarlison, and technically he was the main man, but he didn't play enough games to, how could I put it in terms, justify his fitness. Let's put it that way. His fitness wasn't the best.
Yeah.
And especially with the amount of money he was on, you would think, you should be fit as a fiddle. You've been at Madrid. Let's put it this way. He's like a Gareth Bale. Bale's been at Madrid for so long, but he's still fit as a fiddle, but he's not being played. So he's like stiff as a rock. Let's put it that
way. Yeah. Absolutely, it's quite amazing how bad your season has gone. Evening, John. Big game for you guys on Thursday against West Ham. Eintracht Frankfurt fan, of course. So obviously, good luck to you, and obviously good luck to West Ham as well. Liverpool sent Everton packing, says Gary Richards. I think we'll take them down. I had my Easter egg played to the Everton job in the summer. It was very close. Last season, Everton won away to LFC. Do you worry about Burnley's recent form?
Let's put it this way. From the bottom of the table, it's pretty much the same as the top end of the table. It's going to go down to the wire. I think it's going to all count to the last game of the season, I think.
I agree. I think we'll go down to the last game. Everyone leaving Kazoo, apparently. Who would you like to see there? Are you excited about the new Stadium League from 2024? James never actually played on the fans. I don't think he did, actually. Maybe one game that he played under the fans. But so what's gone wrong? What has gone wrong this season? Is it poor recruitment? Is it poor decision of managers? Is it the board? What's happened?
All right, I I think it was a poor appointment of manager from the beginning of the season. As much as we know he's got the, let's put it this way, Agent Rafa has got a history with Liverpool. It's not going to go down with the Everton fans. We all knew it was not going to go down with the Everton fans. It's like when Rafa was at Newcastle. Imagine going to Sunderland. It's not going to go down well at all.
No.
But he's got a history of... He is a tacticianist, let's put it this way. He's very good at tacticians. And I don't think it was... Personally, for me, he was doomed from the day he started. We can back him as much as we can. He had a little money to spend. Regardless that he bought Demarai Gray.
Mm-hmm.
Also on the 1.5 million budget. Townsend was on a free, basically. But, you know, he tried... It's what I said, personally, what I said from Statman Steve's channel before. I think his tactics is like, it's dinosaur eras. It's not going to get you far in the Premier League. It's the same with Jose Mourinho. It's not going to get you far. And I think it caught up with him in the end.
Yeah, I think so. I think there's that kind of feeling that was potentially the case, that Rafa, you know, his tactics are a little bit outdated. You know, Jose Mourinho and all these kind of wee managers, I think are kind of outdated. So when Rafa was sacked, were you expecting Duncan Ferguson to be given the post full time?
No. I personally, for me, I don't think he deserved it, because regardless when he did come into management under who was the last manager when he got sacked? Was it Ancelotti? Not Ancelotti. I'm trying to think who it was now. But the last when he came into the last manager, he was undefeated. He got a cup. He got 2 wins and was it 2 draws.
Would that be Marco Silva?
I think it might have been, actually. Oh no, I think that was done.
Or was it
Unsworth?
Unsworth.
I think Unsworth came under that time. And I'm trying to think who it was. But anyway, let's put it this way. He was he didn't lose a game. But that doesn't give you the right to be a Premier League manager. Regardless if you're a legend of the club, it doesn't give you the right to be, right, I'm the man to step up for the club. That's like saying tomorrow Jurgen Klopp gets sacked. Would you bring Steven Gerrard in straight away?
Yeah. Good
You
point.
know, it's you need to get that experience. And right, let's put it this way: I love how Frank Lampard's done it this year, but he's also got a little bit Premier League experience more than Ferguson.
Mm-hmm.
He's had 2 years. He's had 2 years with Chelsea. Well, a year and a half, let's put it that way. But the first year, he's done very well.
Yeah, he has. And I think the fact is as well that you guys are in a relegation battle. It is surprising as well. Are you a bit concerned that Frank Lampard hasn't really had he's not really had a relegation battle to sort of be manager of? So this is like his big test as a manager, isn't it?
Well, I think it's come from a lot of managers. Let's put it Aston Villa's last manager. He's not been in a relegation before.
No, that's true.
You know, also Dice has technically not been through relegation before. Yeah. But Burnley sacked him with like what eight games to go. You know, you know, it's madness when you think about it. 8 games to go and you sack a manager.
I've never understood it.
I can never understand it as well. How can you sack a manager from 8 games to go, and he could make you? It's a make or break. He could either save you or you can go down.
Yep.
But imagine if he saves you, hero.
Yeah.
But if he goes down, he can get you back up because he's been through that process before. Honestly, it's complete madness. But right, let's put it this way: in my terms, if Everton go down, we can always fully. I think we can trust Lampard to bring us back up.
Interesting. I actually do. I actually do as well. I think he is. I think he is the manager to potentially, get his back. Obviously, if you do go down as well, everyone could always call him Big Duncan Ferguson. Is Rondon fit? No DACL because of injury. It is interesting. Grabian okay, has scored a few goals. We have Nathan Patterson, younger player. Dele Alli signed and no more dunk. Yeah, Dele Alli is an interesting one. Were you on board with that signing? Oh, muted. I think you muted.
Half muted. Sorry. Yeah, I think Lampard's a bit clever on that one because, like I said on Jack's channel last night, I think he's a bit clever. I think if he plays in more games, we know we're going to have to pay the 40 million. If he doesn't play any games, we don't have to pay fuck all for him, do we?
No.
So it's a business sense when you think about it.
Yeah. Mitchell Balzen says, big up Tom, top man. Yeah, yes.
Thank you very much, Mitchell.
Top man. Working hard tonight. Yeah, I am indeed. Everyone seems to not want to give Duncan the job, even though he's been getting results. Koeman, I think it was Koeman. FRSMD. Oh, Frank de Boer's not managed Everton. Silva, I think it was potentially Silva. Jack Mack said, yes, the firm, Tom. Yeah, this is a hat trick of streams. Obviously, you were on Statman Stubbs the other night, and you were on Jack's last night, and you're on mine tonight. So that's a hat trick of previews. Hi, Jack La. I think Ferguson would have done no worse than Lampard. I think you would have to agree, probably.
See, this is another thing as well. It's madness because if we did have Ferguson, would the fans all turn on him as well? Because he's a legend. It's like when you think about it, when Liverpool had Dalglish at one time and he made the crazy signings, it's like, and he left after what, 4 or 5 months later? But you still count him as a king, though.
Mhm.
Would you want that? Would we want to do that to him as well?
That is very true.
You know, it's madness.
Jackson, you told me ready for the pasting of the weekend.
No, I don't. To be fair, I think if Liverpool come out with a strong squad, then it probably will be a pasting. But if Jurgen has altered the squad, like he's made six different changes, I think Everton would give him more of a go, personally.
Well, you'll give us more of a go than Manchester United did the other night. I thought, and the actual thing is, you actually beat Manchester United a couple of weeks back as well.
Yeah, well, that's because of Slabhead's fucking big deflection. That's why.
80 million. I can't believe he's worth 80 million. 8p more, like, if I'm being honest. Oh, jeez, Jack. Michael Jackson doing well. He at Burnley, and then he's got dancing emojis.
Oh
Oh
dear.
Deutsch was relegated with Burnley, brought them back up. That's true. That is very, very true. Diego's in. Hello, Diego. Goal difference might decide who goes down. It could easily go down to goal difference. Wacko Jacko. Jeez. Mitchell. Cedric. Hello, Cedric. Hope you're good. Douglas's agent free of a Mackey's will do. Doing great. Yeah, but if you don't play him, what's the point? The joke quote, if you live long enough, you will become the villain. Big Dunk would be getting banned. Yeah, Dunk... I don't think he would be, to be honest. Kenny won his second cup time around. His legacy was secure either way. That Dyche sacking painful. No point when matches still left. No! And this is the thing as well. That could be the decision that either boosts Burnley or it could derail Burnley. And both sides have got some... When you look at the run of fixtures that you've got going, do you see the home games as the ones that you could get points in?
Well, yeah, pretty much. All right, we didn't do as we could have easily beat Leicester on Wednesday.
Yeah.
Oh, Tuesday. Sorry, Wednesday or Tuesday. We could have easily beat them. The second half, we had more chances. We could have bettered the chances, but like we say, it's we haven't got the clinical finishers. Calvert-Lewin wasn't starting. Richarlison was trying to hit everything, and there was a goal for him. But obviously we beat United. Both teams didn't play very well, and I'm going to admit that Everton didn't play very well. United played probably more worse than what we did.
Yeah.
But we still managed to get a look at deflection from Slabhead, which I'd take that all day long. I think everyone would take a fucking deflection from Slabhead. I think we perform better against the bigger teams.
Mm-hmm.
We've got... I think, it's either make or break. If we beat Chelsea, I think we can pull away, hopefully, because I don't think anyone respected Burnley to beat Southampton last night. That's honestly, no. I think a lot of people didn't think that was going to happen, but
yeah,
it's just going to go down to the wire, mate. And I think it's it's madness how this league works. It's madness.
Yes, the Premier League, the most unpredictable league in the in the world. As Jack Max says, smash the likes. Yeah, Jack, if you can share it on Twitter, that'd be fantastic. Get more people to obviously watch as well. And guys, obviously like, share, and subscribe. Do what you can support the channel. Dyche fell out with the new owners. That's what happened. You're going down with the Norwich. Hello, Chris. Listen till I die. Hope you're good. Oh, God. I took part in the suntanning Olympics. I just got bronze. Oh, dear.
Oh no.
To be fair, that's like mine. That's like mine. That they're pretty bad. Yes, Chris. Burnley when Everton will be in the relegation zone when we play them. Yeah, Burnley got Wolves. That's not an easy one. That is not an easy one. Oh God, Jack. Everton get battered everywhere they go. Ah, yeah. Jack really wanting to rub salt into the wound of.
I know what he's like.
Yeah, definitely. But as we obviously do say, yeah, for you, is Frank Lampard the right man for the job? Do you think he was appointed at the right time?
Personally, for me, I would have appointed him more at the beginning of the season. I would have had Lampard before Rafa, because obviously Rafa's like I said before, Rafa's got the history with Liverpool, and he's been here, there, everywhere. Chelsea, Newcastle, and regardless if he won a trophy at Chelsea, it's his tactics are dinosaur years. It's like Mourinho. They're non-existent now with this modern era of football. Modern era. This year is like, well, say this year. I mean, like the last 4 years, it's fast paced. You need to attack and defend at the same time. It's backwards and forwards. If you can't do that, you're gonna get battered. Liverpool can do it. Man City can do it. Chelsea, in a way, can do it, depending on what team they play.
Yeah.
But, Tottenham on their day probably could do it.
Mm-hmm.
They've done it against, obviously, Everton, like against us. They battered us 5-0. But, it's like we say, this Premier League is unpredictable.
Yes.
You never know who's going to win. You never know who's going to win.
I know. Oh, Chris. Could Everton Tranmere be the next big Merseyside Derby? So, Jesus Christ.
Oh, dear.
Tranmere are League Two. So I don't see Everton falling that low. Everton might play against better against the big teams, but they can still go beat United. Don't count. Yeah. To be fair, anyone can beat Manchester United right now. Anyone can beat Manchester United. As well. Manager of the season, Tom. Rafa Benitez was work at Everton Football Club.
For me, manager of the season's got to be David Moyes.
I agree. I think it will be David Moyes. I think it might be David Moyes. Rafa was a great manager, but he hasn't adapted. It's true. Yeah. That is very, very true. It is very, very true. We'll move away from Everton just slightly and talk about, obviously, Liverpool. What have you made of Liverpool this season?
Dangerous, scary. Now that you've got Diaz,
mm-hmm.
I think personally for me, I thought personally Diaz came in as a replacement for Salah. Because there's still negotiations still going on.
Yeah.
He's not agreeing to anything. And he's been better than Salah since he came in. Regardless that Salah scored, 2 goals against Man United, that doesn't really count, I don't think. He hasn't scored. No, but honestly, since the AFCON, I think Salah's been missing.
He hasn't been great.
He's maybe, like when they played against City in the FA Cup final, he played that wonderful ball into Mane, but that's only one good thing he's done.
Clipping this, Tom, says Jack.
It's all right. I'm clipping everything he's gonna on his last video last night.
I'll need to give that a watch after, obviously. This one. Yeah, I agree to an extent. Salah hasn't been the same since the AFCON. I think Mane, Jota, and Diaz have actually, outperformed him. And it makes you big the question. I know that Mane's had a bit, like, people will say Mane's had a really, really interesting season of it as well. But when you think he's guided Senegal to an AFCON title, he should potentially be in the same for the Ballon d'Or if we're being very, very realistic. The way that he's been playing recently, if he can carry that on, and he obviously took Senegal to the World Cup as well. He's probably done more than Salah this season, in a way.
No, technically I would agree because I know what majority of Liverpool fans do. They big Salah up because of his record of scoring and assisting, but it also works on how many trophies he's won.
Mm-hmm.
With Egypt, he's technically won fuck all, basically.
Yeah, it is very true.
He's not all right. Regardless, they went to the playoffs against Senegal. They lost against that to the World Cup, so he's got no World Cup. Mane has. Mane's won the AFCON. And I think Mane's technically he's got like more of a boost to go, well, if Salah's going to get a bigger contract, technically I should get a bigger contract more than him because I've won more than what you have. So that's what it's going to come down to, I think, personally.
I agree. Andrew Quinn has said, Luis Diaz's first derby this weekend. This will be massive. Hat trick for Diaz. Wow. Imagine if that happened. First derby and he gets a hat trick as well. We will talk about the previous games between the two because obviously the big one for you guys last season was the 2-0 win at Anfield. Yes, I know it wasn't obviously, in front of fans, but it's still a massive result. You must have been very relieved to get that monkey off your back, considering that you hadn't beaten us since 1989 at Anfield.
Yeah. To be fair, honestly, when that happens, behind closed doors, I was like, this could be another battering. But we showed more passion, I think, on that day. We played very tactical. I don't think we had more possession, but we were very more defensively, and we kind of, how can you put it? It's not, we kind of feeded you to get the ball to us, and then we just on the counter attack, which on the day is like it's like Ancelotti's like perfect system. You attack, we take the ball, and then we counter attack. You've got nothing left. And it worked. It did work. But any other day, if you had the fans behind you, we probably would have lost that.
Yeah. This was your starting 11 that day. So you had Pickford in goal, Digne, Godfrey, Keane, Holgate, Coleman, Doucouré, Davis, Gomez, Richarlison, and Rodriguez. So 5-3-2 was the formation you played the last time you beat us.
Yeah, I don't think it was really a 5-3-2 though, was it? Let's put it that way.
I don't think so.
I think Ancelotti put that on paper, so I think he threw Klopp off guard. Personally, I think it was more of a 4-3-3. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, and just for people who can remember the Liverpool team, Alisson in goal, Alexander-Arnold, Ozan Kabak, Jordan Henderson, Andy Robertson, Curtis Jones, Gini Wijnaldum, Thiago, Salah, Firmino, Mane. So we had Henderson at the back that day. Deary.
Yeah, that was the year that you had what was it, 23 different centre backs, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think I think that year Klopp could have stuck with 2 centre backs and just left that for the whole 2 season. For me personally, because if you keep 2 centre backs playing it for the full season, it probably would have worked.
Yeah, absolutely.
Changing it. Sorry, go on.
Tom shit stirring. Allowing them more punished for being in such poor quality teams. Yeah, I would agree with that because they're the key men. Lewandowski, if he doesn't score, Poland don't really win games. Salah, if Egypt don't win games, it's usually him.
Yeah, it's very bad for Mo Salah because he obviously for Liverpool he plays far right on the wing for Liverpool, and when he plays for Egypt, he plays more central. For Loan, it's kind of difficult for Loan because maybe not 2, but 3-4 years ago they had the potential.
Mm-hmm.
But it's very difficult for that one. I agree with that. What Jack said. It's very bad.
As another, obviously, we have to go back to the game earlier this season, where it was a 4-1 win to Liverpool. Henderson Salah put Liverpool into a 2-0 lead, and then Demarai Gray seems to be a big game player for you guys. And then Seamus Coleman didn't know how to defend, and Salah ran the length of the park to score, and then Diogo Jota. I think again went past Coleman and scored as well. So it's going to be a very interesting game for sure. Do you worry if you concede early in this game? Do you think your heads drop?
Yeah, I think. I know. I agree with that. If it's 1-0 at half time, then I think we can salvage something. But if it's 2 or 3, then I think it's game over. Like I said, like on Jack's last night, I think personally 2 or 3 goals, we're finished. Heads will drop, and it would be a shame that.
Yeah, it's I think with that being said, what's your starting 11 for Everton on Sunday?
I'm trying to remember what I said on Jack's. So Pickford in goal, Coleman, Godfrey, Mina, Mikalenko, Allen, Decore. Who did I say more in the middle? Iwobi, Richarlison on the left, Gordon on the right, and I'm going to go with Rondon in the mid up front.
Ooh, Rondon, interesting.
Because he played when he came on against Leicester, he put a shift in, and when Pickford sent the long boards and he flicked it on, and Richarlison could run onto. So I think that might be a key figure when we play against you on Sunday.
Interesting. Yeah, obviously Calvert-Lewin, I mean, he is injured, but he is still a big miss, I would say, for Everton. I think, if I'm being honest, I think Liverpool go Alisson, Trent, Matip, Van Dijk, Tsimikas, Fabinho, Thiago Henderson, and then Diaz, Salah, Mane. That would be my team to go with. I think that Robertson will get a rest, considering you've got Villarreal coming up very shortly as well. And I do think there'll be a change in midfield. I think you might see maybe Keita come in for the Villarreal game as well. I don't think Henderson can play many games in a week, so I think that will be what happens. So I do have to ask you this: what's your score prediction?
Like I said on Statman, Steves and Jacks, I think my heart goes 1-0 Everton. But in reality, I'm going to go 3-1 Liverpool.
3-1. Yeah, I just think if we play like we did against Manchester United, that first half was very, very good. And I know we should have been probably more ahead of them as well. But uh, it's tricky because Derby's form does go out the window as well. And obviously, you guys beat us last season, so obviously there will be that in mind as well. It could be an interest. It could be. I mean, there has been a 5-2 in the past. There's been a 3-1. There's also been a 4-0.
That's true
as well. I think this is a free hit for you guys. I'm going to say that now. I think it is a free hit because not many people will expect you to go to Anfield and get anything.
That's true.
And I do think if you get anything out of this game, it'll be an absolute bonus for you guys to stay up. But I just think the front three at the moment, they're in very, very good form. I can see them scoring a couple. I'm going to go 3-0 Liverpool.
No, that's fair enough. It's like I said to Jacqueline Statman Steves, is like, as long as we show heart and passion and try and win every ball, I'd be up with that. As long as it's not like Man United where we get battered 4-0 or, I personally, like I said, I think it's going to be. I think regardless of if Liverpool change their formation, we will be more up for it. If you make more changes because you've got that Villarreal game.
Yeah, and too many changes disrupts the momentum as well.
So for us, all we've got to play for is a relegation battle. For you, you've literally got to potentially win. It's a league.
Mm-hmm.
If we beat you on Sunday, technically, realistically, you're fucked, aren't you? Because you don't win the league.
Yeah, that's very, very true. Harsh but fair. But you're absolutely right. Yeah, cool, says Mitchell. Back to back 4-0, and Brian Morrissey said 5-0, mate. Sorry. And he's just said, please come at us, he says as well.
Come at you whenever you want, Brian, mate.
But yeah, guys, obviously, if you have enjoyed this stream, then please do remember to hit that like button, and please get your prediction down in the comment section down below. Tom, it's been an absolute pleasure to get you on and get you on a match preview as well. I know you obviously don't have a channel yourself, but you do like going on other people's channels, I've noticed.
Well, like if you want me to go onto the YouTube channels, I'm always free. Obviously, not in the summertime because I'll be starting work soon. Because I live in Greece now, so it's it's going to be a bit harder for me. But beginning of the season, throughout the winter time, I'm always free. So if any people want me to come on the channels, you can find me on Tom A on Facebook, Tom A01 on Instagram, Tom A01 on Snapchat. I don't touch Twitter because I think Twitter's poison. So
assess pit. You call it.
Yeah, pretty much. So, but if anyone wants me to go on the channel, I'm willing to do it. Maybe I might take a risk this year. If you want me to come and be like near to the end of the season, I can always come on while I'm at work. While I'm shaking a few cocktails and that, yeah, I'm willing to do anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. No, it's been an absolute pleasure to get to chat to you and obviously about the game. But obviously, I would obviously wish you the guys best of luck for the rest of the season after this game. I personally don't think Everton are going to go down. I honestly don't. I think I look at your fixtures and I look at Burnley's fixtures, and I just think Burnley have lost silly games this season. And I just feel the run you've got. I mean, you guys have got Chelsea at home. You've got Brentford at home. You have Palace at home. Brentford and Palace are probably two teams that will probably be on the beach by then. So those two are probable winnable games for me.
Yeah, that's true. But you also have to remember Leeds fixtures as well.
That's true. Are you actually looking at Leeds as a potential, trying to get them dragged into it?
I think if I want to say Leeds fixtures are more difficult than Everton Burnley's fixtures, to be fair. If you look at their last remaining fixtures, it's more worse than what ours is and also Burnley's is.
That's interesting. Let me just get Leeds United's fixtures up. So they're away to Crystal. Oh my gosh, yeah, you're absolutely right. Actually, so they're away to Crystal Palace, home to City, away to Arsenal, home to Chelsea, home to Brighton, and away to.
And they're only 4 points behind us? Was it 3 points behind us?
Yeah,
and we've got a game under them as well. And imagine if Burnley win all their games.
Yes, you do.
And imagine if we win, majority of our games and Leeds lose all their games with their fixtures as well.
Crikey. I never even thought of that. Wow. Yeah. That's a good point. That is a good point. But before we go, Mitchell Belson says, I'll call Seamus and Uber to carry him over the halfway line. And I've got a block drain, Tom. Fancy having a crack at that.
Fix any block drain if you want, mate.
But guys, it's been another fun one. Thank you to everyone who's tuned in as well. Going to be a very interesting game on Sunday as well. Big thanks to Tom for coming on as well, guys. I'll be back over the week as well. And we'll see what happens. I don't think I'll be able to go for a pre-match show at all. But Jack, Mac, Connor, they've probably got pre-match shows anyway. But thank you very much for watching, and we'll see what happens on Sunday. But until then, it's goodbye from the both of us, and we'll see you very soon. Take care. Bye bye for now.